Welcome to Gamers Ledge. I am your host, Mark, and we are indeed getting ready for the Bethesda conference. Lots to report on. Expected things we should see. We'll probably see some Doom. We'll probably see some Fallout 76, I would imagine. We'll probably see some Rage gameplay, expansions, things of that nature. Do I think we'll see any Elder Scrolls or Starfield? Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see. What would you like to see in the show? Let us know in the comment section. And we can tell they're getting ready. It's about 15 minutes left. 15 minutes before they start the show. We'll check in with the chat. Dawson says, give me my Elder Scrolls. I think you're going to be disappointed. Music Monday says Dooms. Yep, we'll probably see Doom Infinite. Or Doom Eternal, excuse me. And apparently now we're getting some metal. Somehow don't think that this is the OST for Elder Scrolls. Rip and Tear from the Doom soundtrack. That's probably right. From Doom Eternal. Somebody in the chat is all, what's his name? Richard Fernandez. Guys, Fallout 76 is really good. Really, it's good. That's hilarious. Matt606 says, I actually love Todd Howard. Well, that's good. You're probably going to get to see a lot of him. 13 minutes until the show starts. Dark Baby 3 says Fallout 76 remastered. That would be hilarious and not going to happen. Vicious Meme says Fallout 76 for Genesis. Yeah, I think Doom Eternal will be the big headline of the show. We'll probably see some Wolfenstein Youngblood. It's been a little while since we've seen an update for that. I'm sure there'll be new content for Rage 2, so you want to get more eyeballs on that. Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield will probably not be there because those games are still so far out. I'm sure they'll probably have some content for Fallout 76. Maybe the Evil Within 3. Maybe a Fallout Shelter sequel. Maybe Fallout 4 coming to Switch. It's a possibility. My puppy is sick. He's having a problem. I'll be right back. He's taken care of for a little bit, hopefully. All right. Testing 1, 2. A wild mat appears. I take it you can hear me, yes?
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, you're giant on my screen.
I am giant.
Yes, I have now removed you from the screen so that we do not scare the poor people.
Aww.
Sorry, because that was pretty scary, even for me. And I'm used to your giant head. I'm just kidding. How the heck are you?
Not so bad. How are you?
I'm fantastical.
How are your feelings about the Microsoft conference? I kind of saw some bits and chunks of it, but not the whole thing.
So the Cyberpunk 2077 thing is cool because Johnny Mnemonic is in Cyberpunk 2077. That irony is not lost on me.
Johnny Mnemonic / Neo / I'm sure there's at least 2 other roles in there that it could work.
John Wick. My favorite chat comment was John Wick from Fortnite is in Cyberpunk 2077. I'm like, that's definitely a perspective.
That probably scarily common one.
Yeah. The Microsoft conference was okay. The whole Project Scarlet thing was nothing but doublespeak, and even everybody who was watching at one point during that pre-package where they had people saying techie things.
Oh, the SSD and solid state drive.
The combination of the SSD and solid state drive is gonna make things so much faster. I'm like, sure.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a dated reference that nobody will get.
yeah, right. I'm really surprised that made it into the final. Like, no one actually saw that and didn't take it out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he meant to say the RAM, but
Well, DDR6 and an SSD and a custom-built AMD chip is going to be expensive.
Yeah, you'd think.
And the thing is they're like, and streaming is the future. I'm like, well, if streaming is the future, then you don't need all that. Because that's going to be done on the server side. Yeah. It sounded like they were trying to put together a streaming service to compete with Stadia for free, but then they didn't say anything about it. So,
yeah.
I thought it was a perfectly fine conference. It had a wide variety of different different genres of games. Mm-hmm. So that was fine for me. Was it the best conference ever? No. But that's okay. It doesn't need to be, It was fine. I thought they would come out a little guns heavier since Sony wasn't there. And they sure tried to make it seem like they were big and important, but then at the end of the day, they didn't say a whole lot, to be honest.
Right.
The EA one was just painful. I mean...
Really?
Oh, man. The Star Wars was good.
Yeah, there must be something in the press release talking points thing that forbids anyone to use the words Force Unleashed, because that is Force Unleashed 3.
Yeah. I mean, that was my takeaway from it. because the guy is way too powerful to be a Jedi, a starting Jedi, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
even
I appreciate that lightsabers aren't glowing baseball bats in this one. But yeah, he's doing the Kylo Ren stop blaster bolts in the air thing and stuff. So yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be fun and it's going to be cool. But ultimately, like every other Jedi they introduce in the interim spaces, they pretty much have to die or disappear.
He's got to die. I mean, he's so powerful that he could have turned the tide alone, practically. I mean, when you're force grabbing people, force slowing time, and then running them into their own laser
blaster bolts.
That's pretty good. What did he say? He said, I can get up. Okay.
So are there any predictions on this one?
It's mainly we're gonna have
Doom
Eternal,
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein, and then probably not the next Elder Scrolls or the Starfield game.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I'm sure we'll see some Rage content like DLC, and then because they want more eyeballs and more money on that, and then probably upcoming Fallout 76, maybe Enemy Within 3. Maybe something come to Switch. What's up, Banner? Thanks for joining us. Let me know if you can hear it all right. And me. And Matt.
Nobody needs to hear me.
Well,
Okay, they're officially late. I'm angry.
What are you angry about?
They're late.
Oh, they're officially late. You're angry. It's still 5:30 by my watch. So they could.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to start at 5:30.
Yeah, but it could start within the minute of 5:30.
Okay, it's not 5:31 yet.
Right. Then you should be ungodly irate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077. Banner says, "Sup, Matt."
Hey.
Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 was the only thing that I was like. Eee.
Yeah, and that's a multi-plat. Okay, now I'm mad.
Yo, he says it started on Twitch already.
Okay.
It has not started here on YouTube. Oh, there it goes. I hear it. You guys need to switch your feed. You got your audio working. Yay! I'm just gonna refresh it just to be sure. Because
Technology. And
forces us to be always challenging ourselves.
You empathize with us as developers and with each other as a community. It's really beautiful.
I'm Dinga Bakaba, and I used to take a week off every time a Bethesda game came out.
My name is Mark Diaz, and when I was 8 years old, I used to sneak over to my buddy's house to play Doom.
I'm Rich Lambert. Daggerfall was one of the very first games that got me into the Elder Scrolls world.
I'm Dana Christo, and I started out as a 16-year-old gamer who just wanted to bring joy to others through video games.
And now I'm game director at Arcane Studios.
Now I'm a game programmer at id Software.
Now I get to be a part of building that world as the creative director on Elder Scrolls Online.
Now I'm a UI programmer at Bethesda Game Studios, and it's everything I could have dreamed of. I see you.
I see you.
I see you.
We see you.
Because we are you.
And together...
Together?
We are all. We are all.
We are all...
We are all. We are all. We are all.
to the buffer.
Oh!
Yay! I was just getting down with the groove.
When I tell you to jump, you say how high.
Odd breaking point, but okay, sure.
That was an odd breaking point.
Please welcome Bethesda's Senior Global Vice President of Marketing, Pete Hines.
Damn, I want to name the title like that. It's like 18 words.
Yeah. Senior Vice President of Global Marketing.
Thank you.
Newly acquired rolling in money.
Thank you very much. How are you?
Microsoft money.
Feel good?
Tim Schafer.
Awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Thank everyone watching around the world to tuning in to watch our 5th annual E3 showcase. This is a night dedicated to those who love games, who love the incredible entertainment that games provide. This past year, you fought demons on Mars and Nazis in America. You were assassins in the Empire, adventurers in Tamriel, and survivors. A lot of those. And survivors in the Wasteland. And you've embarked on these amazing adventures on PC, console, VR, mobile, or wherever and however you choose to play. And that's the key. You take the worlds that we create and you make them yours. You share your experiences with other players, with friends, and with family. With our games, you've built large global communities that truly matter. This year, we want to give special recognition to the extraordinary Bethesda community. As you saw in our opening video, you mean everything to us. I've almost been at this company for 20 years. And when I first started, one of my first responsibilities was moderating the community forums, chatting with you, and keeping you up to date on our games. It was a great way to start my career at Bethesda because it was the perfect reminder of why we do what we do. And like so many others at Bethesda, I've spent a lot of time with you at events around the world. I've enjoyed meeting so many of you and getting your thoughts and feedback. So tonight, we'll be taking time throughout the show to hear directly from some of you in the Bethesda community. We are thrilled tonight to show our fans the lineup of great games we've been creating just for you, including the premiere of some exciting new games, and we'll go deep on Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal go deep on you.
So, if you're ready, let's kick it off. And to get an update from our friends at one of the most celebrated development studios in the world, Bethesda Game Studios. Please welcome studio head and my good friend, Todd Howard.
He's not dead.
They pull him out of the freezer and cart him out.
And chat was pretty convinced. So go ahead and start with that. Meme Dog says, I wanted him to appear from Hunter.
Thank you. Thank you. Great to see everybody. We have had an incredibly exciting year at Bethesda Game Studios. Given some of that excitement, impressed you're still here.
One photo says, when are they going to announce Fallout 77?
Actually, over the last year, we've had over 60 million players in our games, our most ever. And it's all of you.
60 million, good number.
Yeah.
It's all of you who have made these worlds what they are. Take Fallout 76.
Somebody's paying people to cheer in the crowd.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
A type of game we'd never done before. Had a lot of difficulties at launch. and we got a lot of well-deserved criticism.
I mean, at least he's
But the team kept working on it, and you kept playing it. And through all of that, something amazing has happened. It's thanks to all of you. This game has one of the best online communities we've ever seen. We made a post-apocalyptic survival game where you can do whatever you want, and everybody's nice to each other. They don't go on killing griefing sprees. They leave food and water for the newbies and wave to each other. I don't know about you. This should give us all hope for humanity when the apocalypse does come. To you.
So yeah, 99. Let's know.
And we have a lot more in store this year for Fallout 76.
Yeah.
But first, our latest game, The Elder Scrolls Blades, is in early access. And thanks to all of you, it became our second straight #1 mobile game after Fallout Shelter. Absolutely incredible.
It's okay.
And to tell you what's coming to Blades, let me introduce project leader Craig Lafferty and art director Matt
I wonder
Carafano.
if they had to get buy the rights to that from Felicia Day from the Guild.
All right. The Blades?
Yeah, I'm sure it's not, but
Thanks,
you know,
Todd.
that was the character's
It's great
name.
to be here
Blades,
at E3.
so.
And thanks again to all of you for making Blades #1.
As someone who's worked on the Elder Scrolls for 20 years, it's been incredible to bring this world to your phones in an all-new way. We still love those classic dungeon crawlers, and it's clear you do as well.
And whether you're exploring a dungeon or rebuilding your town, it's great to be able to do it wherever you are.
Since it's E3, we're releasing our biggest update yet, featuring all new jobs and solo arena battles, an all-new custom jewelry system, and a brand new dragon quest line. Yeah.
Dragons, because it's supposed to be
It has
exceptionally
even
rare.
more, but best
in
of all,
everything
it's
now.
coming out tonight. So, download
Minecraft
free tonight
Dungeons
and
looked
give it a try.
interesting, Actually.
Yeah.
And we're also hard at work on our arena mode for this fall that'll feature PvP, your own guilds, and visiting your friends' towns. But most exciting this year, we're also bringing Blades to an all-new platform, Switchblades.
Ha 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 ha. Ha.
So you can experience worse graphics. Sorry.
Ooh, motion control. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Blades is coming this fall to the Nintendo Switch, and yes, it's still free.
Well, that's not bad.
That's not bad. I mean, it's still got
Blades is the
microtransactions,
perfect
but-
fit for the
Yeah.
Switch. You can play on the go, on your TV, and with motion controls. But best of all, it's cross-play and cross-progression with the mobile version. So you can
That's interesting.
start
Yeah.
tonight on mobile, and all your progress will carry over. And
That's
it's playable
pretty
here at
sweet.
E3 in our booth and Nintendo's.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's not bad.
That's fair.
And for those of you playing on mobile, we also have some special rewards for both our Apple and Google players this week. So download tonight and let us know what you think. Thanks again.
I won't play it though, so
Now, let me
At least
introduce
it's short and
Jeff and
sweet,
Tom
you know?
to tell you what's coming
Yeah.
to Fallout
That's
76.
way better than the freaking EA one, where they book
Yeah.
30 minutes per game and they needed at most 15 for every game.
Yeesh.
Except for Star Wars. Really
Hi,
good
I'm
now,
Project
like
Leader
20.
Jeff Gardner.
And I'm co-studio director Tom Mustaine.
On behalf of everyone at Bethesda Game Studios, we want to thank the millions of you who have played with us, stuck with us, and helped shape the world of Fallout 76.
Absolutely. It's incredible what the game has become. You've told us how much you've loved this year's updates so far, from camp building, legendary weapons, player vending, and of course, the dreaded sheep squatch. We've also been working on our biggest update yet. It's called Wastelanders, and it will fundamentally change the game.
It's been some time since Vault 76 opened its door. And we all discovered that Appalachia isn't quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame a lot of things.
Except buffering.
I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault? Can you help us? We've traveled pretty far. Heard there's hope here in Appalachia. Folk rebuilding, fighting back. We'll fight too, right by your side.
We've been everywhere and seen everything. And the one thing we've learned is this. You gotta claim the wasteland before it claims you.
You gotta know when to hold them.
The question is, are you with us or them?
You gotta know when to walk away, know when to run.
Sounds like a decent update.
Yeah. I do think they're all plants at this point.
That's right. That's right. Human NPCs are coming to Fallout 76.
Really?
Not just NPCs, but a full quest line, new rewards, and as you saw, full dialogue trees.
Chat is not impressed.
This is a long-term story we're telling. Year 1 was about the vault doors opening and all of you settling the wasteland. Year 2 is about people coming back to reclaim it. Like previous Fallout games, these characters have their own stories and goals. It's up to you to choose how to interact with them and live with those consequences.
The Wastelanders update is coming this fall and will be free for all Fallout 76 players.
I mean, it's a step in the right direction, right? I mean, this could be the turnaround point for the game,
yeah,
right?
But aren't they just saying,
and
we're
in the
actually
spirit of free, we're doing something special
Kind
just
of.
for E3. Fallout 76 is going to have a free trial for everyone starting tomorrow.
Banner says,
That's right.
Wastelanders equals more wasted time.
That's right. It's the perfect time to see what Fallout 76 and its growing community have become. We can't wait to welcome all of you. And because so many of you are going to be joining us, we thought we'd also give you a sneak peek this week at an all-new game mode. Check it out.
Can dialogue much.
Your first test was making it to the vault. Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51. Perhaps you will be the one. We are in serious need of leadership, so I have devised a unique process of elimination. A battle to the death is the only sure way.
Doing a battle royale.
Oh my god.
This should prove interesting.
Yep.
Yep. You know,
And there's gonna enemies in it. That Fortnite tower building.
Ken, what's your thought on this? What do you think about it, Fallout 76 Battle Royale mode?
Who are you? Are you asking me or?
No, Tanner.
Oh, okay.
can only be one overseer. Good luck.
52-player Battle Royale.
Fuck yeah, we put a Battle Royale in Fallout 76. That's right. Nuclear Winter is a Battle Royale born from the Fallout universe. From power armor to perk cards, from camp building to contending with wasteland creatures, and of course, my personal favorite, nukes. It's a great free addition to an already huge game.
That just
we
tonally
love playing
feels
it,
so
and we
rough.
think you will too.
Don't you think?
So check out the
included
sneak
with the
peek and
free
let us
trial.
know what you think.
Yeah.
Remember, all of Fallout 76, including Nuclear Winter, is free to try this week on all platforms.
So there aren't that many people clapping in the audience. Are they using like
So
a
jump in
clap
tomorrow.
track
We
or
can't
something?
wait to see you.
Thanks again.
Banner says, let's just add Battle Royale modes to every game because that's what we all
Remember, everything we've talked about that's coming this year is free. We get to represent hundreds of passionate developers across 4 studio locations in North America working on multiple projects. Yes, we're still hard at work on our next-gen RPGs, Starfield, and of course, Elder Scrolls 6. We know how precious these game worlds are to all of you, and they are to us. We know the time you spend in them is important. Keep telling us what you love, what you'd like to see us do better. Thank you again, everybody, for your support, but really, even more so, I want to thank everybody for believing in us. Thank you.
That's all I had.
Please welcome the founder of Tango Gameworks, Mr. Shinji Mikami.
Oh yeah, for some reason there's a Miyamoto rumored appearance at this.
Huh.
Hello. ありがとうございます。
That means thank you.
I'd like to start by greeting my team in Tokyo. It's Monday morning there, but they are watching. みんなおはようございます。今日真面目にやるよ。Tonight, I am excited to announce the next game from Tango. Ghost Warrior Tokyo.
Cool name.
Yeah.
It is an action-adventure game in which you will fight paranormal enemy and rid the city of supernatural evil.
He said it's an action-adventure game. The guy was like,
you
sold.
love it. To tell you more about Ghostwire Tokyo, here is creative director at Tango, Ikumi Nakamura.
Very Japanese presentation. I'm okay with this.
Wow. Wow, so many people. Wow. Thank you. ありがとうございます。And such a big stage makes me nervous. I'll do my best to speak in English.
I mean, it's gotta be terrifying.
We are making a new kind of action-adventure game. It's spooky. But not the survival horror game that we are known for. People are vanishing in Tokyo. You must find out why. You will encounter conspiracies and the occult. You have to explore the world, face challenges, to uncover the truth and save humanity. In the game, you will meet spirits, some dangerous, some peaceful, and survivors that each have their stories. You will need to ask yourself, is this normal or paranormal? I ask myself this question every time I go to the office. Just kidding. Just kidding, just kidding. We are very excited. Let's take a look. 見てね. Thank you.
Super Japanese. I'm okay with this. They need to have her announce everything from now on.
I think so, yeah.
Banner, I don't know what you're talking about. That was more entertaining than most of the press conferences we've seen so far.
Whoa.
Nano snapped his fingers.
A little rapture going on here.
There's no dinosaurs in this game.
You don't know that.
I don't, actually.
It's an arrow game.
Tomon02 says Persona 6. This looks super good. I mean,
This
I'm not
does.
seeing any gameplay, but
Yeah, tonally though.
yeah, totally, it looks great. And
Somewhere
actually,
between Death Stranding
I was
and...
just gonna say, it's very Death Stranding-esque. Like Japanese Death Stranding. And I love ramen, so, you know. I think you're right.
Don't fear the unknown. Attack it.
I am intrigued.
Yeah,
This did its job.
Yeah. I'd definitely keep an eye out on that one.
Yeah.
No release window or system.
Not
when I'm not playing
ramen.
Bethesda games, I work as a mechanical engineer.
I work in a hospital. I used to work with kids.
I'm an electrician.
I'm an event planner.
In real life, I'm a systems administrator.
Program assistant for a private school for children with autism.
I'm trying to be an artist. I like to think of myself as one.
Make like back-end systems that it's really boring.
Maybe permanently or temporarily, I'm a full-time streamer.
I got a YouTube channel.
I make my own yarn.
I'm a social worker.
Teaching inmates.
I'm a game developer.
Working at a video game cafe.
I've been a Doom fan since the game came out. I remember being in the 8th grade and a buddy of mine giving me the shareware demo on 3.5-inch floppy disks.
My older brother picked up Fallout 3, and I took his copy and played it when he wasn't home.
Fallout 4. Gosh, that's like my baby.
The scope of that game was just like a lot bigger than things I was used to.
Just setting foot in Shimmering, the first city that you go to in Somerset, it was amazing.
You would look out and you'd be like, oh, I want to go there. And then you could go there, which was wild.
Go out into the world, go in any direction you want to go.
The exploration and the weirdness and the alienness of it.
I played Oblivion. I tell you, it probably saved my life.
It was one of my first experiences with a fantasy world that was that immersive.
Love the dragons. Scatter the dragons.
You take down a dragon, you can definitely take down any illness.
Don't ever stop adding dragons to your game. Add dragons to Fallout. Add dragons to Rage. Add dragons to everything. Mecha dragons. More dragons.
Keegan was actually kind of upset when he saw that Elsewhere, or Mitchell was, when he saw that the Elsewhere expansion had dragons, and he was like, that doesn't fit the lore.
Oh, it's your favorite banner. Wow. Elder Scrolls Online.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Wow, thank you. Yeah! And
I just want to shout out to our friend Greg there, the one in the video that really loves dragons. I'm happy to say, Greg, The Elder Scrolls Online has dragons. Right now, in fact, players are deep into the Season of the Dragon, our year-long story about greed, revenge, cat people, and of course, dragons. Tonight's focus on the community resonates with me and everyone at ZeniMax Online Studios because ESO literally would not exist without you. Watching you play the game, streaming, telling stories, hearing your feedback, we understand that you are the most important part of the world of Tamriel. Thank you. Thank you for making ESO the extraordinary adventure it is today. The past year has been a huge success for ESO. More Game of the Year awards, millions more players have joined. So many, in fact, that we recently added more server capacity just to support all the new players in Tamriel. ESO just keeps getting bigger and better. Just a few days ago, we launched The Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere. The latest chapter in the game where you're able to visit for the first time the homeland of the Khajiit, as well as control the dead as the new Necromancer class. And if you haven't played it yet, Elsewhere is the perfect starting point for new players.
Pedro says, oh my God,
when we announced Season of the Dragon, we kicked it off by showing you a video about how dragons were unleashed on Elsewhere. And we ended with a cliffhanger. Now, I'm really excited to show you what happens next. Check out the world premiere.
Luke Lowe says that guy is so paid.
Yeah. It kind of seems that way. Paid by the cheer.
On a moon? What do you mean, Banner?
Not a dragon.
There's a dragon. And a horse.
First one would be a dragon. That'd be a dragon or a dwarf.
Oh, salt on a wound. I see. See, and I've always said these CGI cutscenes are great, but in no way, shape, or form represent the gameplay.
Yeah. There's the wyverns are not dragons. Wyverns are dragons. I mean, they're a subspecies of the larger class of.
You cannot kill that which is already dead. Somebody help him, he's buried alive. I mean, buried unalive. Buried undead.
Hollywood undead?
finally got the ships from the Iron Isles there.
Oh, poor kitty person.
Yeah, they always land on their feet.
And break their ankles in the process. Not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Nyan nyan. I'm guessing those must be named characters that people that play the game recognize. Charizard in Dynamax Raid Battle.
That's right, another cliffhanger. You may have recognized the return of Sai Sahan, the legendary Redguard Swordmaster. He's the legendary Redguard Swordmaster you met as part of the original 5 companions.
Wow, you're really
He's back as the leader of the Dragon Guard, a group of dragon hunting warriors you've seen in other Elder Scrolls games. He'll be featured in our 4th quarter story DLC named Dragonhold, which will complete the season of the Dragon. We've got a lot more to share about the return of Sai and the Dragon Guard, which will unveil at QuakeCon later this summer. Before then, keep an eye out for a dungeon DLC adventure called Scalebreaker, which you'll see in August. Thank you so much for your support of the Elder Scrolls Online. We're humbled by your enthusiasm. Your enthusiasm for the game motivates us every day. You guys are seriously awesome. Thank you. But I have something else to talk about. The Elder Scrolls Online isn't the only game in development at ZeniMax Online Studios.
Not an MMO, no.
We have several other projects, one of which we're ready to reveal tonight.
Whoa.
And to tell us all about it is the game's creative director, Kira Schlitt.
Damn, they're right, Fallout 77.
That's Elder Scrolls 78. Like Elder Scrolls Online, but worse.
And now, for something completely different. Imagine a classic Saturday morning cartoon in free-to-play mobile game form. Let's take a look.
What?
Commander Keen, on to the stars. Commander Keen, get your anus to Mars. Commander
Get your anus to Mars.
Yep.
Did I hear that right?
You did.
when evil comes from outer space to terrorize the human race, the Keens will helmet up real quick and make a beat some pogo stick. Commander Keen, I'm about to bark. Commander Keen, it'll give up. Commander Keen, twin helmet power. Commander Keen.
Why does this feel like something that belonged more on Devolver's show?
It does feel like Devolver title.
So, there's a new branch on Commander Keen's family tree, and they're
Gamer
heading to
says
iOS and Android.
The gingers are coming. The gingers
If you're hearing about Commander Keen for the first time, it was one of the first PC action games created by id Software in the early 90s. Yeah.
Yeah, and it sold a lot. And by a lot, I mean it
It starred
didn't sell.
boy genius Billy Blaze, whose alter ego Commander Keen protected Earth. All of us at ZeniMax Online Studios want to give a really big thanks to our friends at id for trusting us to deliver our modern take on this classic game.
Gameplay?
So, tonight, as we introduce Commander Keen to a new generation of players, we're also introducing the next generation of heroes. Meet Billy. And Billy. Twin young geniuses who follow in their famous father's footsteps.
Yeah, they look like geniuses.
The new commanders are, of course, funny and powerful, but the game is also full of enemies, allies, and some really bad guys. The twins build wacky gadgets from household items to save the Earth from certain alien destruction. Drag and drop gadgets to summon allies, attack enemies, and move through the environment. Choose from a caboodle of contraptions to conquer challenges. And try saying that 5 times fast.
Okay, then.
The twins go on adventures in story mode, which tells some of the classic Commander Keen tales, as well as a whole bunch of brand new ones. In story mode, you'll overcome aliens, collect power-ups, and explore Mars and beyond.
No.
You can also go helmet to helmet with other players in battle mode, a real-time, head-to-head race through an alien landscape where you need to control checkpoints and claim the flag to gain ultimate
You gotta give her
victory.
credit. I mean, she's at least
Commander
really
Keen
given some
will
energy
soft
to
launch
something that.
this summer on iOS and Android phones.
That's fun, and maybe they'll find an audience for it. It's not me, and that's okay.
So, please go visit gokeen.com to pre-register to receive unique in-game rewards and hot Commander Keen launch updates. We really can't wait to kick some asteroid with you all. Thanks.
She almost nailed it. Almost. Just flinched on the dismount.
There was a reason for that.
Because it was horrible.
It was.
Thank you, Kira.
Like, even by my standards, that was horrible.
At Bethesda, we, like you, love mobile games. In addition to Blades and the upcoming Commander
Banner,
Keen,
what do you mean by
millions
pass?
of you have enjoyed
You mean you're
Fallout
about to
Shelter,
pass out
which
from
has now
excitement?
reached over 150 million downloads and counting.
All right. I mean, I guess I'm one of those. I stopped playing forever ago.
For fans of collectible card games, we brought the Elder Scrolls Legends to mobile, so you could experience the Elder Scrolls in a new way. This year, the Legends community has continued to grow thanks to a lot of upgrades, new features, and new content. It's a great experience for a night of gaming or a quick match over a cup of coffee.
You did too. And they had their transitions worked out. That's for sure.
It actually works.
It does. The drunk crab in the bar? Okay.
Sure, that makes about as much sense as any of the rest of this.
It's the Green Ranger!
And she proceeds to murder him.
Make your play.
So what I'm hearing is that guy has no self-preservation instincts whatsoever. No, it's not. Or
See?
it would be
Dragons.
installed on my phone already.
If you enjoy other card games but are looking for something that provides a little deeper challenge, you can download Legends for free on the App Store and begin playing tonight. Legends' next expansion, Moons of Elsewhere, will be available on June 27th for PC, Mac, mobile, and tablet. You can head over to Bethesda.net to get a glimpse at the new cards and content, or play it this week in our booth. I'll see you there, clapping. Now, speaking of new content, 3 weeks ago, we released Rage 2, and now Insanity rules for millions of players around the world. But we wanted to do more than just deliver a critically acclaimed open-world shooter. We've already added community challenges that reward you just for having fun in the wasteland, and we've got a lot more planned with new features rolling out this week. The world of Rage 2 will become even more unpredictable and even more insane. Take a look.
Yep, there's the plug. They're stealing my idea for the opening Rage 3 for this year.
Again, this is a Devolver type approach.
It is very Devolver approach. Sandworm as the best word today at the week.
Oh, that's my next tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mech.
Have a nice flight. Gonna get tired of this?
I got a tremendous surprise for you all.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Please welcome executive producer at Machine
Wolfenstein.
Games, Jörg Gustafsson.
What is it, Youngblood? Young One? I can't remember what it is.
Youngblood, I think, is
Hello, everyone.
I wonder if they get the
After
permission from Jim
liberating
Lee.
America from the Nazi
Or the
scum
band.
in Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, this year we take you back to Europe with 2 new Wolfenstein games. First, we are bringing Nazi killing into virtual reality with Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. As a hacker working for the French resistance, you will take control of Nazi war machines and turn them against their creators. Cyberpilot will be available this July, and it's playable this week in our E3 booth. And if you haven't fought
Wolfenstein
Nazis in
Dragons.
VR, you don't know what you are missing. But, as I said, we have 2 new Wolfenstein games. This summer, we are going to be launching Wolfenstein Youngblood. With a gameplay experience that is bigger than any previous Wolfenstein game. You will have more weapons and weapon upgrades than ever before, more ways to customize your playstyle, and, of
Nicholas
course,
says he's a
even
German
more evil Nazis to kill.
Wow, she looked
And
thrilled.
in Youngblood, you can kill those Nazis with a friend.
C. Little says, but is it mobile?
Yes, Wolfenstein is going co-op. Youngblood is set in the 1980s, 2 decades after the new Colossus. BJ Blazkowicz is missing in Nazi-occupied Paris, and it's up to his twin daughters, Jess and Soph, to track him down. In Youngblood, you can still play by yourself, or you can partner with a pal to double up on shooting, stabbing, and killing Nazis.
If you want to partner with an enemy.
Check it out.
Paris, Nazi country.
I've enjoyed the Wolfenstein games.
So that's where we're going. We can find him together. I may have an assignment suitable for two Nazi killers such as yourselves.
They got the special armor somehow too. 20 years and they haven't changed the enemy types at all.
Let's do it, sis.
Retro is so in this year.
Yeah.
I mean, the music sounds like 80s music.
Yeah.
The glitch effects.
You can just enjoy life for a second, Jess.
If it's viable as single player, I'll be interested. If it really kind of means you have to co-op.
Youngblood releases on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC on July 26th.
Oh dang, that's right around the corner. I realized that was coming that quick.
And if you can't wait, stop by our E3 booth to play this week. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was coming up pretty quick.
At least it's not in November. November's
And
already
now,
just
I'd like to
ridiculous.
welcome to the stage my dear friends from Arcane Lyon, who worked with us on these two Wolfenstein games, Dinga and Sebastian.
Thomas Round says it looks really cool. I think it looks interesting.
Yeah.
We love you too.
Hi, I'm Dinga Bakaba and game director at Arcane Lyon.
Bonsoir, I'm Sébastien Mitton, art director in the same studio.
So, along with partnering with our good friends at Machine Games on Wolfenstein, we've been working on other projects at Arcane Lyon. And tonight, we're excited to announce our latest first-person action game. It's something innovative, stylish, and different from anything we've done before.
Let me begin by saying bienvenue to the frozen island of Black Reef. This is a place of mystery, where looks can kill. The game takes place during what we say in French is a période de folie, a time of madness.
And now that we've given you a small taste of the world, let us introduce you to our two deadly rivals, Colt and Juliana.
Yeah, I mentioned Retro is in this year.
You might have said something about that. Hey, Death Stranding.
This place isn't a paradise. It's a prison.
I know that voice.
Sounds like the guy from Neil Gaiman
Out
series.
here,
Out here,
we're trapped
we're free.
in this endless,
No.
eternal cycle.
Is that the Walking Dead guy?
I was thinking it might be him. Voice actor for Lee.
Yeah, from Hulu.
Yeah.
My life's purpose is on this island.
And I can't let this go on any longer. The more days I repeat,
The longer that I'm out here,
the more certain I am.
of what I have to do. The only way to protect the cycle
The only way to break the cycle
is to kill you.
Again, retro maybe.
A little bit.
Time is on my side.
Interesting concept.
Yeah.
And it's like Groundhog's Day again.
Again, we hear the cheering and clapping, but every time they show the audience, it's like.
Stop clapping.
Deathloop combines a mind-bending story with meticulously designed levels, and of course, arcane signature gameplay that lets you approach
Lazy
every
gamers say Key
situation
and Peele look
any way you
different
like.
since they stopped
Because
doing
in the
their show.
endless clash between these two extraordinary assassins, how you play is up to you.
Plus, I think it's really
Game
fucking
Freak
cool.
5 says, Game Freak 5 says Lee versus Clementine the game. Because
Excuse
apparently
my
we're
French.
not the only ones to pick up on that.
Yeah, maybe maybe you should have said that in French actually.
Maybe not.
But it's also pretty fucking true. Because we will take you on a trip unlike any other, and we really hope that you enjoy the ride.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
But I'd still like to see some gameplay.
Yeah.
More about it, but whatever.
It's a wonderful way to get away from all
guy
the
cosplaying
pressures
as
in
George
life.
Lucas.
I think the sense of community has really helped me as a person because I'm typically very isolated.
It's definitely very confidence building.
It's brought me out of my shell and stopped being an introvert.
I could like be a hero and do all these things.
You find really creative, really fun, really talented people.
Meet people who are in my group that I've only known as a character.
Probably made more friends online than I have in real life.
The games that you bring out just helps people, honestly.
My parents were refugees from the Vietnam War, which is why I'm also fascinated by elements of war.
Playing these games just kind of put me out of the worry and the stress.
I was in a dark place for a while, and I told myself I wasn't going to be there anymore. And so now the only dark places that I'm allowed to go are in dungeons and ESO.
Just
Hashtag
being
pot
someone
kettle.
who is LGBT, it's nice to be able to sit down and play these games and feel accepted for who I am. It's really nice to see that their storyline has some sort of emotional effect on me as a player.
And I just really admire the creativity that goes into the process of making these big worlds with these amazing stories.
Tristan in chat says, the name of this series is We Can Be Dragons.
Building these fantastic worlds and telling these stories comes from a passion to deliver the very best experiences for our players. Hi, I'm James Altman, Director of Publishing at Bethesda.
Just about to ask who you are. So.
And I'm Robert Duffy, Chief Technology Officer at id Software.
Looks like it's time to talk about Doom.
Looks like.
Tonight we have some exciting new technology to show you that can dramatically improve gaming for millions.
So for the past 2 decades, we've approached game development not by looking at what is possible today, but with a vision of what can be possible tomorrow. And at Bethesda, we're proud of our legacy of innovation, where again and again we've changed the industry. We were the first to use physics-based engines for sports games. We were groundbreakers with go anywhere, do anything, open world RPGs. We are the inventors of the first-person shooter, which is now the world's most popular form of gaming. We are pioneers in downloadable content and the first to bring mods to consoles. And actually, since we first brought mods to consoles in 2016, there have been 1 billion mod downloads for Fallout and Skyrim.
Never done a one.
We, of course, developed the first commercially viable VR technology revealed in our E3 booth in 2012. Yes, that is the original VR headset held together by tape and worn by our very own Tim Willits. And of course, we are well known as developers of best-in-class engine technology with our id Tech engine. Innovation and creativity is in our DNA, and all of these advances were done with one goal in mind: to improve player experiences. So tonight, we have exciting new technology to announce.
We're going to show you the result of years of research and development. Cutting-edge game engine-based technology we've developed specifically for game streaming.
Now, we'd like to introduce you to Orion.
New engine from them?
So he said streaming, so streaming
Orion
service?
is a tremendous breakthrough in streaming technology. It is our name for a group of patented technologies that optimize game engines for performance in a cloud environment. Orion can work with any game engine and will improve player experiences no matter which game you're playing or whether you're streaming on Stadia, on xCloud, or another streaming platform. So, how does Orion work?
The exciting game streaming services you've been hearing so much about have largely focused on hardware solutions to address the complex challenges of streaming. There's a lot of words. We used our expertise in developing game engine software and took a different approach. By incorporating Orion technology at the game engine level, we're able to stream game content up to 20% faster per frame, leading to a dramatic reduction in latency. In addition, an Orion-enabled game can stream with up to 40% lower bandwidth. And happily, for game developers, Orion technology is easy to integrate with your game build with our SDK.
But what does that mean for you? It means that streaming games will be faster and better with Orion. And Orion substantially reduces the cost of streaming for players and for publishers. So it won't matter if your friends and family are sucking up all the bandwidth, or if you live far away from a data center. With Orion, you'll still be able to stream your game at max settings.
Oh, okay, I'm not sure why they're showing this here, but...
Yeah, I mean...
Now, as with any new computer technology, one must ask the question, can it play Doom?
That is a good question.
Can it stream an unrelenting, fluid, first-person shooter with native 4K resolution at 60 frames per second?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Chat does not understand what this is about.
I'd like to introduce Shale Williams, tech specialist from id Software, who is showing you just that here live on stage.
So Shale is streaming an Orion-enabled Doom 2016 right now to that mobile device. As you can see, there is no reduction in visual fidelity. That's Doom at 60 frames per second without perceptible latency.
Yeah, right? It's like,
and we want you all to experience this powerful streaming technology yourself as we test and refine it. So for a chance to be among the first in the world to stream Doom 2016 for free, all you need to do is join the Doom Slayers Club by registering at slayersclub.com tonight.
That's why. Because they want beta testers.
They want beta testers.
They want to hit the stress load. Yeah,
then they got metrics to sell.
Everybody could use a little more Doom in their lives.
Other companies to buy it on.
Yep.
And we'll see you in hell.
The only place
delivered as deadpan as possible. We'll
Yeah.
see you in hell.
That's pretty good.
What you interfere with now is bigger than you can imagine. If you you continue, you will bring down the heavens' wrath. It is written. It is their time to give penance. You are but one man. They are no longer your people to save.
Irfin says he needs more dragons. And we hope you enjoyed this look at Doom Eternal. Coming to mobile. That's what
That was awesome. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm Marty Stratton, the executive producer of Doom Eternal.
And I'm
Thank you.
And I'm Hugo Martin, the game's creative director.
As you just saw, we're not just building a world for Doom, it's an entire universe. Earth is on the brink of annihilation. It's being consumed by demons, and your crusade to save it will take you across dimensions, to locations never seen before in Doom, from heaven and hell to the Sentinel homeworld and beyond.
Yeah. There is so much to see and discover, but Doom is first and foremost about gameplay, and Doom Eternal promises to be the ultimate power fantasy. The fun comes from mastering the experience because you are the Doom Slayer, the strongest, fastest demon killer in existence, and nothing can stand in your way.
Absolutely. Of course, the challenge in Doom is all about handcrafted combat, but also engaging level design. And in Doom Eternal, the game always has something new to throw at you, even deep into the campaign. Let's take a look.
Now let's just bring out John Romero. That's somebody that's definitely not 13.
Yeah. That was Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. That was Super Mario Brothers.
What up?
I mean, is it me or are they turning Doom into a first-person Metroidvania?
Yeah, there were definitely Metroidvania elements to Doom 2016. Combat's radically different than what you would do in well, it's different than Metroid Prime, I guess is what I'm thinking.
Right.
But yeah, there's definitely, I mean, a lot of those elements were in Doom 2016.
Thanks. You know, it's so important to us at id Software that every aspect of the gameplay has real meaning to you, the player. Every enemy is different, every weapon has a purpose, and every decision you make really counts. The only path to victory in Doom Eternal is to aggressively control the fight with amazing agility, powerful guns, and critical resources.
Apparently we're not the only ones.
That's right, I'll tell you, we absolutely can't wait for you to play it. And some of you won't have to wait too long. If you are lucky enough to be in the room tonight, You'll have a chance to play it immediately following the show. And for those not here, but at E3 this week, we'll have Doom Eternal playable in the Bethesda booth all week.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But enough talk. Let's see how it all comes together. And watch as this perfect killing machine goes to work.
Charting a flight path to Mars. Calculating thrust vectors. Launching in 3, 2, 1. Approaching planetary entry phase. Prepare for turbulence.
I mean, it looks smooth at least.
Yeah. I imagine that's a PC they're playing on, but... Feels like there's a lot more going on in the HUD than there was in 2016.
It just seems like there's a whole lot going on in general.
Yeah.
Which makes me go, this is probably not going to be for me. Because this is way above, like, my skill level.
Yeah, this does seem a lot more frantic than 2016 by and large was. I mean, I'm sure there were some rooms that got erupted with craziness, but...
How are you not going to watch him blow up?
Of course. Here's the BFG.
Of course it is.
I'm assuming that I'm assuming that's just the demo level. It didn't really feel like the story level.
No.
Thanks.
All right.
That was classic. Yeah, that was awesome.
He forgot his line.
We're so excited because the gameplay that you just saw is just a piece of what you're going to play this week at E3.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It looks like a isolated demo level.
But I bet a lot of you are wondering, when do we get to play Doom Eternal at our home?
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer. Not quite tomorrow. But Doom Eternal will release on November 22nd.
Oh, dear Lord, another November.
No, there's only one November.
We're very excited about that, and we've got something
2
really
days from
special
my
for Doom
birthday.
fans. An amazing collector's edition we're really proud of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It comes with a helmet.
That's an actual helmet.
That's kind of cool.
You could wear that thing.
Somebody is wearing that thing. Light up LEDs on it.
Guy's already got it.
That's right.
Already a badass.
He's already got one on.
All right, well, we've got one more thing we know that you've been waiting to hear about. Our
Doomslayer
totally
First
new Doom multiplayer experience.
No, I really don't
Call
care.
it Battle Mode. We've been developing this in-house at id, and it's unlike anything you've played before.
Yeah, we've been so pumped at id to share this with you. This is pure Doom, but with your friends, where 2 player-controlled demons take on 1 fully loaded Slayer in a fight to the death. This is a first-person fighter, where it's demon strategy versus Slayer skill.
You know, we can't wait, because we know you'll love the different play styles of the various demons, because each has unique movement, attacks, and abilities.
They can even spawn AI demons to control the battlefield and help you take down the Slayer. It's strategic, competitive, and it's a ton of fun. And we can't wait to share more details with you this year at QuakeCon.
That's right, a lot more to share at QuakeCon. But before we go, we do want to take a first look at Doom Eternal's new multiplayer. On behalf of our amazing team at id in Dallas and Frankfurt, Germany, we want to thank you all so much for your support.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, wrap it up because we've got to get to the Devolver bit for the show. Are you staying for the Devolver show?
Yeah, I'll hang out.
I think Dave said he was going to try and be here.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Demon health critical.
It's definitely more a him type show than a me type show. I'll just sit here and roll my eyes a lot.
Critical. Slayer killed. Round 2.
Fight? Fatality? Is it an Evolve game? What do you mean?
Oh dear.
Demon summon. Final round.
They're summoning some pretty high level demons. Those aren't just scrubs.
Yeah. I mean, at least we got some gameplay, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Evolve was just like this. Yes, it is exactly like Evolve. Except it is one on
Another round of applause, please, for Marty Hugo and all of our presenters tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the asymmetric.
And for everyone at our studios around the globe that have worked so hard on the great games you've seen tonight, we say thank you. 2019 marks 25 years of Doom. So, to celebrate, we will be going all out with Doom at QuakeCon this summer. We're adding a whole host of panels and activities dedicated to Doom, which we call DoomCon. Yeah, see what we did there? We took out the Quake and put Doom.
I see what you did there.
Oh,
you killed it.
We hope you can come hang out with us in Dallas at our inaugural event in London. If you can't, please tune in online. Until then, Go to Bethesda.net for more info on all the games you saw tonight. If you're here at E3 this week, we'll have hands-on with many of our games, so be sure to stop by our booth. In the meantime, thanks for playing, thanks for watching, and thanks to all of you for being part of the Bethesda community. Have a great night.
All right, so while they go through their closing, let's recap everything that we saw on the show. We started with Blades coming to the Switch for free, cross-play and cross-save. Fallout 76 is adding NPCs and NPC quest lines for free. Battle Royale mode with 52 players as well. Free trial this week on all platforms. Ghostwire Tokyo is probably the announcement of the show, in my opinion. We know it's an action game. We still don't know much about it. They didn't really show much beyond cutscenes, I think. But probably the best intro for a game ever by a wee Japanese girl. Commander Keen for your phone, which looked interesting until they got to the gameplay. And that looked like it was not for me, but it may be for you. Check it out. Wolfenstein Youngblood dropping July 26th. Looks like co-op Wolfenstein action. Deathloop, Groundhog Day the game, or Lee versus Clementine the game. Orion was server-side middleware for streaming optimization. They want you to help test and gather data for their ability to sell it to other companies. And Doom Eternal, dropping November 22nd, along with an asynchronous multiplayer mode game.
Asymmetric.
Asymmetric. Thank you.
Asynchronous would be interesting.
Yeah, asynchronous would be really interesting. Sorry. Sure, Banner. We'll see you for Devolver in like 10 minutes, basically. I don't know. I'd probably give the whole conference a 5.5. It was there. You know what? I'd give it a 6. Because at least the camera work was better than the Microsoft one where they show you the stage forever instead of showing you the actual direct feed of the gameplay. Because they are much better about that than Microsoft was.
Yeah.
What do you think, Matt? What would you score it as?
Yeah, I was somewhere between 6.65. It was a well put together show. Nothing went wrong. They didn't have any technical or
other than the paid people in the audience that kept screaming all the time.
Yeah, there's some kind of you show a screen, you show a shot of your audience, and they're just kind of sitting there, and yet it sounds like the whole place is erupting. So something, it could just be employees too. You're getting paid to sit here and cheer. Now cheer, damn it.
Yeah, I guess cheer also.
But overall it was a well put together show. I don't think there weren't very many set piece moments. Obviously people were there to see Doom. I think that was the big thing. I mean, that's why they put it last, right? I mean, that's the big thing that they've got in their bucket. I thought Ghostwire was a great surprise. I hadn't heard anything about that. Looks very intriguing. Definitely one to kind of keep your eye on. It is kind of interesting how some of these games seem to be kind of borrowing from the Death Stranding motif, that and then also the just kind of the weird Devolver style commercial type advertise things that were going on there. But I'd say it's probably 6.65. Okay, somewhere in that area. I can't remember what her name was, but yeah, the Japanese gal. She was doing all the stereotypical things.
Yeah, she was. It was hilarious.
But I'm intrigued by Doom. When we see these gameplay sessions, like these kind of like demo sessions and stuff, I get a little worried because I see that and I'm like, this is looking like it's kind of at the upper edge of my playability for that kind of game.
Yeah.
But then I think about Doom 2016, and that was a perfectly fine game. I mean, I didn't have any. It wasn't out too far out there. So, I mean, it's one I probably won't get day and date. I'll wait and let some folks play it and get some ideas and and see where it goes from there. But
I don't know how they can, how Devolver will be able to top last year, but we'll see.
They'll kill the entire.
Yeah,
they're gonna kill everybody on stage again.
Yeah. There we go. How to stream it. So with that, we'll go ahead and end our coverage for Bethesda. We'll be right back and start the Devolver
after these
press
messages
momentarily. Thanks for watching. Until next time, if you'd like to support us, you know the spiel. Click subscribe on Twitch. Head to our Patreon page, patreon.com/gamersledge, and there'll be more E3 2019 coverage momentarily.